Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ashes Wednesday. If you're unfamiliar, this is Ashes Reborn, a game that originally came out in 2015 and was reborn amidst the pandemic in 2020.
And if you didn't know that by now, that's very impressive.
Yeah, we
stream 85.
We stream this pretty much every Wednesday. We didn't stream last week. What was even happening last week?
You were gone. We did the culture event, the Covenant.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering.
Event.
I was like, why didn't we stream?
We did the whole thing.
We are not streaming next week. Worth mentioning. I'm gone all next week, and there won't be any streams.
Taking a much-needed vacation, and I refuse to speak into the void.
It's a different experience.
Yeah.
Have you solo streamed?
No.
You've streamed when I walk away for a while.
Yeah, sometimes, and then I get really nervous.
Yeah. So if you're not hip and with it, we're gonna help you with that. To get you hipper and with it.
More with
If you're unfamiliar, Plaid Hat last week, I believe, posted about Summoner Wars, which we did stream last week. That was a throwback.
We sure did.
And the upcoming expansions for Ashes Reborn, to basically say, yo, global shipping, etc., they're going to be late. I think the latest is that the next two expansions coming out are supposed to be October. I think that's what the article said. I didn't fully appreciate what it was saying.
Why don't we agree together in a post-COVID society for the next year that nothing is going to release on time, and that on time is an illusion?
I think on time is an illusion.
There is no on time. There is hope, and we all know what happens to hope.
Rebellions are built on them?
Hope in one hand and whatever, however that
So
saying goes.
Probably should.
What's up, man? Stream can start now.
So the reality is, it's one of the upsides of the subscription system is that
Go on.
no one, right? No one's been charged for anything. So as soon as we have those and those are available, you'll be charged if you're a subscriber, and they'll automatically ship to you. And then, of course, the subscribers are what allows us to even make this game happen. So if you are a subscriber, shout out to you for allowing us to be here.
You make the game happen. You make us happen.
That's right.
You probably make a lot of other things happen.
Do you have Hammer Knights in your decks? So here's what happened, as is normal, I think, for most people. Steven and I each now have our own Ashes collections, which is nice. Before that, we had one Ashes collection.
Yeah.
And I keep finding cards and it could have been my own merge process if you guys were here for that.
Well, that's pretty suspect, to be honest, because that whole thing was just a real disaster.
We were on the edge of throwing it all away and starting over several times. Sometimes you just got to burn the forest down, as it were.
All right, I have Hammer
see,
Knights
this is it. You probably have two Hammer Knights there. You had 3 in your box. I'm missing 2. And I don't know.
I had 3 in the box?
You had 3
Here's
in the
2.
box. And you have 2 here.
Yeah.
And I'm missing 2.
Okay. So
I'm
you take those
2.
2, and I'll take this one.
Right.
All right. Square. What's
now,
next?
there's another card that's potentially missing, which is my Summon Lightbringer.
Okay, so that's actually in a deck of mine.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
Anyway, so here's the schedule for this fine stream. I'm going to find these cards I need. Impossible German, one of my favorite. It's really cool.
I've got another Hammer Knight here.
Oh, you have
I'm on 4 Hammer Knights here.
untold amounts of Hammer Knights. And you might actually you maybe are supposed to have 6.
Okay. I mean, it's a pretty
But what I
common
know is
card.
I'm low on Hammer Knights. Now, I will be buying that organized play kit just to get those all Hammer Knights.
Yeah, as you should.
Both because I want the alts, and apparently I'm missing some.
Yeah.
But we are going to find the cards I need for the deck that I'm playing. You're either going to build a different deck.
I'm gonna stick with what I've got.
The one deck that you got.
I love it.
So Impossible German, after watching our streams, put together an Odette deck that is different than the one I was chaining myself down to, which included the Dread Wraith. And
so no race this time. Okay,
No,
we
but
see
I am
the evolution of the deck.
I saw the list and I thought, yeah, I want to try that. So here we are.
Did you search my collection for Lightbringers?
I found one Summon Lightbringer.
Are you missing the summons or the actual?
I have 4. This is what's bizarre.
Oh.
I have 4 Lightbringers. I think I got it in the upgrade kit, and I had it in the. I got an extra upgrade kit.
So I'm gonna pull out all my summons
Now,
and.
I
all
technically only need this one.
Yeah, but let's square up while we're here. It'll feel good.
I don't want to cheat you out of Summon Lightbringers.
There are worse things. There's one. And I think I have another one
Benjamin's
here.
saying that we should get more cards or just organize the ones we have. So It's
But that's what you say about every card game player on Earth. Why don't you just organize those? Like, because I keep deck building and moving them around.
You want to know an interesting factoid?
What's that?
I had a friend. This is a quality. What I refer to as a quality problem.
Yeah, friendship is a quality problem.
Well, yes,
ultimately.
it is. It's an obligation and a
joy.
A joy. Put that in the memoir. Someone out there making the notes. What was I gonna say?
Something about friendship. I don't know. It's probably gonna be funny. I had high hopes for it, at least.
Man, you just totally derailed.
I wasn't expecting much, to be honest with you, but I am curious your thoughts on friendship.
Oh, fun factoid. That's what it was.
Okay.
It's serious business here. I had a friend who was like, "Hey, can you tell me what I need? What do you recommend buying for me to get into Ashes?" Mm-hmm. Very interested in trying the game. And I was like, I just go to the Plaid Hat website and buy the course set and also Songs of Soaksend and Law of Lions.
Yeah,
is that what that was called?
Yeah, those two.
Yeah. And any other decks that look interesting to you. You can just buy it. It's an individual deck.
Okay.
And he's like, I already tried that, but the course set's out of stock.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, no, this is a quality problem. And then I was like, well, maybe you can. And he's like, no, you can't find it literally anywhere online for anywhere near the actual retail price.
Really?
That's a quality problem because I assume I don't have actual knowledge about this, but if you're going to reprint something, especially like a master set, a core set, you would probably do it to a pretty significant level.
So you think are they doing that now?
I actually do have some information on it. I know they were printing more than needed up front, right?
So up front they were printing well beyond what they thought.
And so the fact that core set is sold out is a good problem.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I love seeing
We're back.
Yeah, for sure.
Ashes is back.
Win saying, hey guys, is this a new set? So we don't have any sets yet. We are going to be looking, I almost mentioned the schedule earlier. We're going to be looking at the previews that we didn't talk about that were revealed last week from the upcoming expansions. And I do believe those may be it. The whole thing's been revealed at that point.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think they've done it all on their website.
So now we just get to do what we get to do, which is hang out, play Ashes, and wait for the next expansion to show up.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about. But that has been delayed a little bit, so anyone not on the subscription still has time to get in.
What's up, Ty guy? Hey, TC, currently watching some old Keyforge streams. Yours hoping for some announcements soon, so I know the game isn't dying. Well, if it does die, we can bring it back with PDP.
From the Ashes.
Maybe that would be even better, just let it go, and then we'll bring it back.
So I do think at some point they
got a ton of sets planned, I think.
They announced the next set, but they said it wasn't coming until, I don't remember when they said it was. And Asmodee in general / FFD is not the kind of company to just communicate about stuff without really something happening. So I assume it's fine. The first set that comes out is going to be relevant. How many decks get registered, how many get purchased. I also think their organized play program heading into 2022 will matter. But, I haven't seen a lot going on there. So jury's out.
Yeah. Well, in a couple of years, things will get back to normal. Okay, hey, I've got 4 Lightbringers and 2 summons.
So I'm borrowing a summons.
That's mine as well?
Yeah, I took it out of your collection.
So what do I have 4? Is that normal?
I also have 4. So I think what happened is we each had 2. I don't know why you have 4. Are they the exact same?
Well, luckily we have a watermark here that tells us which one is Reborn and which one is First Edition. You can see what I did there?
That was a nice little jab.
Because we don't have that
plaid hat for no reason.
Nick,
you're doing a great job.
Nick didn't have anything to do with that decision, surely.
He might have.
He's just putting the text on the cards.
When I was looking at the promo approvals, it was Nick.
Are they the same card backs?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Total
FU to the player base.
Fortunately, if it was in Breaker of Fate, it would be slightly larger, and then you could tell it was different.
That's true. No, these are the exact same cards. So.
Yeah. I'm going to borrow a Summon Lightbringer, and I'm going to try to find where my spells went.
And then I've got these.
Benjamin making a good point, saying, assume we'd hear more about the next set at Gen Con. So that Gen Con is a couple weeks away. Asmodee is not going to be there in the flesh and blood, so to speak.
Neither are we.
Neither are we. Made that decision recently. But they are planning to be a big part of the virtual Gen Con. And so if they're going to... I haven't even thought about it, but I think that's a big moment for Keyforge in general. What kind of excitement or not are they bringing to that party?
Place your bets. Okay, I've got everything I need. I'm going to stay on this Rimea deck, which I'm obsessed with now.
And I'm going to try a better built Odette deck that wasn't built by me.
Now, reminder, you can go to the ashes.live. You can search Covenant, and you'll find all of our deck lists that we're playing. Did you put yours up yet?
This?
Yeah.
No, but I have a link to it. It's called Fire and Light. And it's
So search for Fire and Light on Ashes Live.
Yep.
And you can find it there.
So before we dive in, I want to look at those previews. I also want to answer this question from Jose. Any plans to stream Marvel Crisis Protocol in the future? The new Mystic characters and Dormammu look dope.
They do look dope.
No current plans. I'm still buying select models as we go.
It's so hard.
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
You got to put them together. You got to paint them. You got to have the big wide shot. You got to have all your terrain.
It is hard to stream.
It's way harder to stream than cards.
I also have been on pause from miniatures outside of painting my Real Rex models finally. Because I have Invisalign right now, and that makes painting difficult. So I'm not motivated to. I do not like assembling.
Oh, because of you use your mouth.
Yes.
On the brush.
Yeah, on the brush. You sure do.
Yeah, like a wild animal.
Very wild. If you watch our painting streams, you know. But that put a pretty big. It's a pretty big demotivator for me to assemble stuff because I don't even have the aspiration that I'm going to paint them.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that such a thing like that would like compromise so much.
So
crazy.
I have a stack of boxes of miniatures I need to assemble, and that's just kind of what's going on. But yeah, at some point we probably will stream it again.
But that is the difficulty with miniatures games is that exact thing. It's like you got to do so much work before you can even do the work of
and
playing
they're putting
game.
models out at the speed of light.
It's unbelievable. It's truly amazing.
So
truly amazing.
It's a lot to keep up with.
They are putting out models.
I wish I had a reliable local assembly and painting friend.
Yeah.
I don't.
You talk to James. Why don't you do that?
No,
he doesn't do anything.
No, he doesn't do commission. That's not.
He's like, I don't like that. I don't want to do this for you.
He does it for enjoyment.
I do this for me.
Yeah, but if there was a local person that I would consider at least like base coding and assembly pass off, and it's like any models I love I can take to the next level, but like,
the Hulkbuster is almost good enough to just be a table fixture.
Yeah, Hulkbuster looks awesome.
That model looks fantastic. Yeah, and that Iron Man looks way better than the original Iron Man model. Looks good, and all the new. So I was really excited. All the Spider-Man. We got to talk about Spider-Man for a second. This is a segue. I know it's, here we are. All the Spider-Man models look phenomenal. So like Lizard, Mysterio. Who else did I recently get? Carnage looks fantastic. The new Spider-Man model looks great. Black Cat is underwhelming. I'm gonna be honest. But the other thing about Spider-Man is the preview for the next Spider-Man movie was killer.
Was it good? Is it Toby again?
They haven't revealed that yet or not, but I sure hope so.
I thought that was kind of a
there's
thing.
the whole multiverse. You saw the cartoon, the Into the Spider-Verse. Did you see that?
With Miles? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's phenomenal. Yeah.
So there's a lot of rumors going around because what is being confirmed is Doc Ock from the 2001 Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Is in the new Spider-Man movie. And everything going on with WandaVision and the Loki show and Doctor Strange makes us think that the multiverse is going to happen. And the big speculation is that all the Marvel movies, or all the Spider-Man movies, two of which have been Sony, the old Spider-Man from 2001 and the 2010's Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, will just be different multiverses of the Marvel universe.
Whoa.
So they can bring in Tobey Maguire's old Spider-Man, like in the Spider-Verse cartoon. You know how there's old Peter Parker?
Yeah. Whoa.
Which is excellent. Him as old man's Peter Parker is killer.
Is the multiverse thing exclusive to Spider-Man? Like, is that specifically Spider-Man?
That's Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they just basically said, hey, we got to have a way to make all this consistent, so make a lot of universes.
Well, I think they were heading towards like Kang and multiverse stuff anyway, and that's a really great way to explain why we haven't seen X-Men or Fantastic Four so far, is that in the Marvel universe we've been seeing, those don't exist. Whoa. And then the multiverse gets opened, and it's like, oh, they're X-Men in this universe.
That is a pretty good, like, kind of Deus Ex Machina on consistency.
Yeah, and then you can literally bring in any other
Deus
film
Ex
franchise that Marvel didn't own at the time, right? Like the Spider-Man that was originally Sony. You can just...
Yeah.
Oh, you're from a different timeline.
That's what... And Star Wars didn't do that, of course.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They had one timeline, and it was Skywalker's.
Now, the thing is... There's rumors that they might do that. It's like
No.
let's create a new branch.
No, like I refuse. I refuse to accept that. That's lazy.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I think they're gonna let it lie and they're gonna move on.
Marvin kind of get away with it
Have
because
you
it's
seen?
insane anyway.
This is a different thing. Have you seen? Star Wars has hired 7 very popular or very not even popular, but well-respected anime creators to do 7 different like Star Wars, but made by anime.
Oof. What if Miyazaki got one?
It looks great.
It'd be insane.
It looks surprisingly great.
I saw there was a ICB stat that the top 10 like book sales or whatever of the past year, like 6 of them were manga
Really?
or manga. I don't know how you say that, but
I
I know somebody knows.
I jokingly call them cartoons.
Yeah, I know you do.
And I have a few friends that do not like that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Causing
so
your friend's pain is really the whole
yeah,
point, isn't
that's
it?
literally why I'm here.
Literally.
On that note, let's summon the Ruby Cobra, or summon a Ruby Cobra.
Yeah, you got that right.
See it
You
up
got 'em
here?
all in there, yeah. Great.
I do like snakes.
Ooh, I love that book. That spell book looks great.
It does look great. All right,
Now, what release is this? Is the next release? This is Messenger of Peace, Gornrock Survivor. Has been delayed until when?
October, I think. Yeah.
And
This
who knows?
is
Maybe longer.
this is literally Messenger of Peace, preview number 3. So some of the Ruby Cobra action to put into play, action to use exhaust, and 1 snake makes sense. Place a Ruby Cobra conjuration onto your battlefield. So
Okay.
it's charmed.
Easy.
Let's get the charm die out so we know it's there. All right, next let's look at the Ruby Cobra. And man, if this isn't a great looking
Doesn't it look
snake.
awesome? I'm trying to find it on you.
0 attack, don't like that. 2 life, 0 recovery. You can have 3 of these things out. It's a den of snakes.
Snap, snap.
Intimidate 1. So declare an attacker thinks that. Oh no, this is different.
It's new, man. It's a new keyword.
When this unit is declared as an attacker, add 1 to its attack value for the remainder of the turn. And then choose a target opponent to discard 1 card off the top of their draw pile. It's mill, which makes
mill.
sense. Charm does mill a lot. And they turned the charm die into a negative buff to your opponent. And so the reality that they would like hypnotize you and like stall you out makes
And
a
then
certain
mill
amount of
you.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's also got charming. This unit cannot be targeted by attacks from units with a charm die on them.
I love that.
I absolutely love that mechanic.
I love it. I mean, that's using those dice powers like that is 100% it. I think, have we seen any more of that, or is this the first time we've seen it where like if it has a die on it, certain things happen?
I don't think we have, because obviously I think charm and divine. Charm is maybe the weakest die power on the surface.
Yeah.
-1 can be important, but it's not universally useful. Your
Compared
opponent
to the nature.
needs to have something out. Damage on units is always useful, but -1 attack for the round on a unit is situational, like very situational. Divine kind of the same thing. +1 to an attack is always good, especially when you have an open field.
Yeah, it's at least always it's playing into your game plan rather than
You can-
needing
you can
theirs
plan around
to
Yeah.
work out.
But I think those 2 dies in particular, because like you think about like time die creates a status token. So like it goes away. Every other die just goes away. So I think using that is very smart.
Yeah.
And when you see designers adding nuance to something instead of just creating something new, I always love to see that.
It's correct. I love it. And yeah, rightly saying here by Benjamin Dodd, the whole Messenger of Peace thing is 0 attack units.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Yeah. Peace, not war.
Peace, not war.
Etc. All right, Captivate doesn't look very peaceful. Ready spell board, action and a heart. So, downgrade that snake. When this spell comes into play, you may destroy a target exhausted unit with a charm die on it. It just keeps giving. I love that. I'm in love with this
When the spell
concept.
comes into play,
When this spell comes into play.
that's awesome.
So, turn 1, you put a -1 on something, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh no, this could be bad.
Yeah, it's
Boom.
cool because they want to immediately attack with it, but then it at least has -1 for the attack. So yeah, it's good stuff.
Then side action, exhaust this spell. Choose a target unit. This unit cannot be declared as an attacker until the start of your next turn
Yep.
or
Yep.
the next round.
So what that tells me is that, especially if you found a way to chain this out with Accelerate, which is interesting, right? It's like you could drop Captivate, side action, they can't attack, side action, put the die on them. So it prevents them from like reacting to your charm die placement. Now it's a lot of moving parts for a payoff that maybe is not as ideal.
This may be questionable.
Both of those things, even just taken separately, that you can prevent something from attacking for the turn, can be so dramatically big in Ashes.
Yeah.
Where they get that open moment and you need just a second to get your recovery or
you
get
just
your
can't get
ally
it
in the
done.
way, and then you got it. Yeah.
All right, and then finally, I love the art on this. We get generosity. They're just hanging out, having some tea. Action and a side action. So this got to be a big effect.
Okay.
Then a heart or a hourglass.
Action, side action, heart, or hourglass. Okay.
Yep.
The whole thing.
Resolve one of the effects listed below.
Ooh, got a novel here.
Choose a target opponent to resolve a different effect of their choice. Then resolve the... So there's 3 effects.
Mm-hmm.
You resolve one, your opponent resolves one, you resolve the other.
Okay. Got it.
That's what that says.
Okay.
First effect. Remove an exhaustion token from your Phoenixborn or a ready spell you control.
Okay. I might want to do that.
Yep.
Sometimes your opponent doing that doesn't matter.
That's
so
right.
That's fine.
And you'd want to make this happen
Intelligently.
when it really is not useful to your opponent.
Yeah.
And
Like when they
then-
have no dice, right? They can have a ready spell if they want.
Second effect. Remove 2 wound tokens from your Phoenixborn or a unit you control.
Okay.
All right.
Could matter.
Now,
if they're fully healed on their side of the board.
Let's say you had all 0 attacker units and you were never damaging their Phoenixborn.
Well, that would make sense.
Then go ahead, heal.
Yeah, Millen, you can heal.
Millen, you can heal in. Then draw 3 cards is the last option.
Okay.
So you can imagine this is really good late turn if your opponent doesn't have dice, and extra cards isn't going to matter, right? If once they're out of dice, you could heal 2 wounds from your Phoenixborn. Then they get choice. They can unexhaust their Phoenixborn or a ready spell, or they can draw 3 cards, neither of which will maybe matter to them.
The other use case for this is the very first thing that you do. You draw 3, their Phoenixborn is fully healed, their board is fully healed, and all their ready spells are unexhausted.
Yep.
So it's literally play a card, draw 3. That's interesting too. Not sure if it matters. I mean, if you got Squall Stallions and stuff, maybe you can power up your horsies. I'm just saying, there's some play there.
Yeah. I mean, it's the kind of thing where, like, just picture this sequencing, right? Let's say I go first, and I use a spell on my spell board and do whatever. Then they go, and they just play like a spell on their board. And then it comes back to you. You play it, you draw 3 cards. They have nothing to exhaust. They don't get a heal or whatever. But you also have a spell to exhaust.
Yeah, so you can unexhaust the spell.
So if they choose
that
to
option.
wound, you remove your spell.
Yeah.
If they choose to remove the spell, you get a heal. So they almost necessarily are going to pick heal in that case.
That's a fun card.
Yeah.
That's a really fun card.
I like a card that makes you... It is powerful, but it's not so obviously play this at any point.
Yeah.
Kind of a card. Like Molten Gold is just a good card to play at any point. 3
play
damage
it.
directly.
Play the card.
And there are better
damage
times
on.
to use it, of course. But I love the concept of like really having to work to make that fantastic.
It's a good interplay.
Yeah.
That's what we call that in the business.
All right, you ready to play?
Yeah, let's do one. Now, what do you got cooking up here with Odette? Here?
So, Odette, generically good. She punches units, as I say. You want to go top down so I can get this line
Yeah.
out? And previously I was playing Odette, and I was trying to make the Dreadwraith work, which I still think is a fascinating unit. But this is unchained from that.
This is no jank.
And it brings in 4 nature dice. The greatest die in baseball.
It's so good.
Sure is.
It's just like, what? Do you want things to work
And
just always?
I'll let you enjoy the deck as a fresh experience.
Okay, I won't think about it. All right, let's put Rimea here.
And you got Old Faithful.
Yes. I just am obsessed with the capability here of this deck.
It's good.
And I'm gonna go topsy downsy here.
You should say that in all our videos. It's good.
It's good. Sanjuro.
It was like every
We're still
video
out
for
there,
a long
Sanjuro,
time.
yeah.
It's good.
It's good. That was during the unboxing days, I think. We need to do some commentary. We need to get back into the gameplay system.
I'm here. I'm willing.
Are you willing to talk for an hour?
I do it every day.
Make things exciting for people so they can follow along at home? How far out can I go? So we've got about 5 units worth. That's nice.
My goal is to never allow you to have 5 units. Last time I did the gambit of let you fill your battlefield, and then I just lost to it.
Yeah, that's my plan this time too.
4. How many you got?
Oh.
Less. No?
Oh, right. I got to count them. 1, 2, 3. 3.
I get choice. I'll let you go first.
How's everybody doing out there? How's your day going?
I could have rolled better.
Good so far?
What is today?
Are
Wednesday?
you at peace with reality or at war with reality?
Wow. He went for it.
Come to my TED Talk.
Or not. Your choice. Josiah says, at this rate, Steven, you're going to play the Rimea deck more than me.
That's right. And then I'm going to make 2 card changes and call it my own. I did this all by myself. I had this idea. All right, who's going first? Me?
You're first, yeah.
All right, well, it's the same old second verse, same as the first. Let's play.
Let's get down to business. I need to grab something. You keep doing your thing.
You mean start doing my thing? I'm playing a Frostbite. A side action, look at the top 3 of Rimea. And decide what I want and if I want to change anything. Ooh, I like that rose fire on top. I mean...
What do you say?
Nothing. Don't talk to me. Okay. All filtering. This is the first turn is kind of weird with the deck.
First time. Okay.
Okay, draw 2. Oh, you know what I should do is I won't be a dummy here. Just like this. Oh, that's actually incredibly good. Huh. What's up, Alex? Man, you've been having a tough time there in Ohio. You got all the heat, and now you're getting rained on. I'm glad there's rain, though. There's droughts everywhere.
Mine?
The whole world's going to... Yes. I played a Frostbite and side action Remea's ability.
I want to play Summon Butterfly Monk. Then I'm going to meditate.
Wow, cool.
Frog.
There goes that fire. Now you're playing Fire Archers. You've given me so much information. Oh, you're playing Nature's Wrath. There goes 1.
Frog.
Frog.
Hold on, let me see what else I need.
How many frogs can one man have?
Let's just go one more time.
Oh, and a revival. Let's take a look at this.
Reclaim Soul.
Yeah. Reclaim Soul. Destroy a unit you control to remove 2 wounds from your fiend. Okay, you're going to do a little swarmy thing here.
Over to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get it out of the way. Let's play Changing Winds. Music note and a basic, and this is where I always go wrong. Basic. Don't touch my cards. The basic.
Don't spend the nature dice.
Yeah. Okay. Basic here. Changing Winds is the jam, and the art's great too. Draw 2, and I can place 2 on the top or the bottom. I'm gonna place 2 on the bottom.
That is a wild card. Don't like that. So you're just trying to get the double, triple Frostbite. Actually, I remember.
No. And then...
SoCal Trojan says, living in Vegas, we've been experiencing over a 20-year drought.
Yeah. Yep.
Yikes.
Yep.
Deserts.
Yep.
How do they work?
And then I'm going to play Changing Winds.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to draw a card. That's a side action here. And then I'm going to change a die to a side of my choice. I'm going to go to Goats here.
Goats, Stars, and Rainbows.
Goats.
Let's play a Summon Lightbringer.
Oh my gosh. Well, now I've got to do something.
What do you mean you gotta do something?
Well, you're just gonna, you put stuff out and it's only gonna get worse. You're gonna do all this controlling nonsense. Oh wait, I usually do this.
Yeah, it's not gonna get better. I agree.
Okay, Ancestor Army's coming in. I'm gonna use 1 of these and 2 of these. I think that's right. We're gonna bring in 2 Ancestor Spirits, of course. Comes into play, draw a card. If you do, place a card from your hand on the bottom of the draw pile.
It's really crazy.
Turn So far, no. I'm gonna throw that on the bottom. I'm gonna do it again. That actually looks pretty useful right now. A lot to manage. A lot to manage. Let's do it. Let's throw this guy down. All right, that's the main side action. I'm gonna use Rimea on this one. That's what I wanted. And then well, let's make sure this is right. I'm gonna leave that there. Over to you, Bun.
Okay. Let's. You know,
What do I know?
it's interesting.
Isn't it always a fascinating exchange in this game?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you put your spells next to your Phoenixborn there, like me?
Because I don't have any room.
Oh, is that actually why? No, that's not true at all.
But if I. What is that? But if I have my things here, there's not any space between.
Well, we just push them just like this, you know?
Oh, like them back here at the bottom of my screen.
Gosh.
Look how nice that
Married.
looks. You just have an empty space at the bottom.
Well, you have any space at the top.
I'd rather have an empty space where we fight. In the arena.
This is the fighting lane, isn't it?
You can't get a card in there.
No, like, you know, Ancestor Spirit on, you know.
But if my dudes are right here, then I can't. You love to see it, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
I'm converted to those classic dragon shields, man. There's nothing better than
They
those.
gone.
Everybody else who's got these newfangled
Give me a
sleeves, they
year.
haven't improved.
You gotta use them, and then get back to me.
I know that they're better over time. They prove
They
that.
used to be better over time, but are they still? Is it kind of like everything else?
And those Star Wars CCG decks you have are still beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. Did they make them better back in the day?
No, they're classics. They're unchanged. The formula is untouched.
We don't know that.
I'm certain.
All I know is a Dragon Shield got bought by someone.
Arcane Tinman.
Beckett or something?
Oh, did they buy?
Whoever does. Yeah, I think it's Beckett.
Why would you change it though? It's like an absolute classic.
To make more money. You
Like
never seen
lesser
that?
quality
It's
resin.
like cereal boxers. It's like, oh, they started putting in like more preservatives and they gave you less cereal, but the box is the same size and
Yeah,
like a bag of Doritos, half empty.
yeah. Mostly air.
Yeah, but that's not because they changed anything. It's just science. I don't know what to do.
Yep,
I do like that you've spent half your dice.
that's right.
I am pleased with that.
Just get this loss over with, would you? Really more. It's the psychology of the game that really is the specialty here.
Or you're thirsty a lot whenever you glasses at that date.
Let's just do it. I'm going to summon a Hammer Knight.
Oh, well.
It's a party.
What's up with that?
It's a good blocker.
You can counter without. You don't have to counter to counter.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't have to counter to counter.
Love that Hammer Knight. Just reminds me of the cracked hammer.
Yeah, it's true. All right, well, I'm gonna swing with both of these guys at your Phoenixborn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, use them or lose them.
No block.
No block at all.
You've been hoodwinked.
Well, okay then.
I have a better plan.
But now I have a better plan. And then side action.
I like the way you do this.
Good question. Do I want to bring some nonsense in? I don't. Let's look at the top 3 of your deck.
Does the order matter?
No.
She learns so much about her opponent so quickly.
You've got heals. You've got a final cry. Play it after a unit you control is destroyed. I guess I shouldn't tell you. You'll know what's coming.
I know what you shouldn't.
Right. Okay, so that's you're on Swarm City here. You're gonna play a ton of units and you're gonna try to take the game long.
What are you talking about?
It's 100% it. I mean, all these cards I've seen. Yeah.
You want to? They go on top or bottom?
Top. Yeah. I can't put them on bottom, or I would. Over to you.
All right, we'll see if I'm wrong. Summon a Lightbringer.
I've got to attack.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Ancestor Army.
All right.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Swing at your Lightbringer, I guess. Or, I mean, this is what's gonna happen anyway. I can swing at the Hammer Knight, I guess, for 1 damage. Frostbite, D2. That's reasonable. When he destroys your opponent by attacking, you have to do that. Deal the damage to a target unit. Okay.
SoCal making a important note here saying Steven talks so much smack when he plays Ashes, and he's going to most certainly win. When he plays Flesh and Blood, though, not so much, as he's at the edge of his seat in hopes of turning the game around.
Yeah, it's called Ranger.
Yeah.
I'll go here. Block or don't block, that is the question.
Oh, I'll definitely block and counter. No, you have 2 life, though.
2 life, that's right. That's the beauty of it. Also, so Kyle, there's a lot of downtime in Ashes because it's a more civilized game. And so it gives me the opportunity to just talk trash constantly.
I'm going to block with Odette.
All right, you got it.
Mine?
Yeah.
One?
One. To defeat Zakban.
I'll swing it for 4.
Okay, I've got a reaction. Just kidding, I don't.
Thought maybe had that.
My reaction
John
is
Cena unit.
sadness. Okay. Let me side action for a summon Spectral Assassin. Pop the army back to my hand. Throw the assassin in. Turn, he comes in, cannot play reaction spells for the remainder of the turn there, and I get to draw a card. And then let's swing at you for 2.
Odette?
Yep.
Take it to the teeth.
Odette. Odette. Won't you spare me over till another year?
Interesting.
Were you going to play a reaction spell? Did I do good?
I was not going to play a reaction spell, but...
Man asking, we're going to make some sweet dice boards for Ashes like we did for Fab. We might. We may do that. It's a good design here from our friend Mutton Chop. Pretty easy product to make, yeah?
Yeah. Given our
You still haven't watched Fargo, right? You say that every time.
as of yesterday.
Yeah, you still haven't.
Hey, you know what though?
What's wrong
We
with
should
you?
be excited.
I am.
My wife has agreed this week
To watch Taylor?
to watch the Taylor Swift documentary.
Right. Man, that's a disaster. I can't believe that happened.
I'll let you. It'll be
It's
a
just crazy.
whole thing.
That's the thing.
That's why I'm taking next week off. I need the whole week to process it.
Yeah.
Might watch Bo Burnham again.
Yeah, may as well.
Man, just a lot of questions. We'll do it though. Summon a butterfly monk. Just to protect this house.
We must protect this
I like how colorful this list is, honestly. It reminds me of Arya in Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Did you pay for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
I learned. So, like, natural Ash's knee would have wanted to swing at your the thing that you just brought back to your hand last turn with the hammer knight.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has the aftershock to kill one of these things.
Yeah.
But then the reality is like, well, if you just get rid of this guy, you play that thing again, you have all 3 units again. It's gross.
Yeah.
So don't.
Might frostbite my own thing.
You can only have 2 of those things out. So like, just make you deal with them.
Yeah, I'll deal.
You're Lebowski.
What's your
I'm
battlefield? Like 8?
Lebowski. 5.
Okay, you got plenty of hits.
2 slots left.
Let's go side
Benjamin
action.
Dodge said he loves the dice boards and he would be all about them.
Okay. Side action. I'm going to look at my top 3.
It's disgusting. Remia's good.
She's good.
I would have never thought that brick of text on Rimea would do what it does.
Would create such a great.
It's easy to skip and think you have to spend the
Gameplay.
resource to do it right.
Okay. Well, I've got Oh wow, what an interesting situation I've created for myself.
Tim Aiken says, still waiting on that TC Nalgene though.
And then let's main action a frostbite.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right. 3 left. Yeah, I'm just waiting on you to play a big baddie. Let's play Summon Frostback Bear.
The Bears.
Let's go. I'm not done yet. I know what I have to do.
Okay.
Flavor text on Prospect. Did you see that?
The North Incarnate.
So,
Or on the bear itself.
Very.
side action meditate up to a frog.
It says, I've got giant ice bears, and I feel good saying it.
And then main action play a secret door. Can't currently activate it, but I can choose a 1-life thing and you can't block with
Is
it.
that new tech?
Or it can't be blocked. There's all sorts of tech in the deck. It just depends on what you're doing, You got to filter and filter and choose, filter and choose.
Butterfly Monk's going to swing at your Spectral Assassin.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like that. Yeah. You got him. To be seen another day. Okay. You got 4 dice left?
Mm-hmm.
You got a power 3 in hand? Sure.
what?
Okay. Question answered. What? Okay, he doesn't have that one. Uh-huh. Let's get a side action. I'm going to look at the top 3. Since I just put one off the top here.
Dying over here. Nice hammer knight in the discard.
Don't pay attention to that. And then we're going to main action. Do you want to start working on him or not? I'm going to wait for that bear.
The bears.
That bear, 2 health bear, right?
It's for me to know and you to find out. 3 health bear.
3 health bear.
No recovery. Here you go. Here's a sneak peek at the Bears. My Chicago in-laws would be very pleased.
What's a bear anyway?
What makes a bear the most?
What makes a bear?
You don't look at this?
Yeah, it's fine. It's of no consequence.
Ice bears are way cooler than normal bears.
Definitely.
Just so we're clear.
Definitely. You said it, man. You're about to play something important, right? And there's got to be something else you're doing. Is it one card?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bear for 2 dice, and then what's that other card gonna do? Make the bear bigger or make me smaller? Well, I think it's clock time. Let's frostbite your Phoenixborn for 1.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now the best you can have is a 2-cost something or other. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Well, just go with the one that brought us.
That's right.
Summon the Bears.
Dubbers.
Look at this battlefield.
It's a good one. It's a very nice battlefield. We like it. We like it very much.
We like the stock.
Okay. You got 2 dice, I've got 2 dice.
Lebowski.
Interesting. Maybe we don't have another beefy in hand.
A beefy for 2?
1 beefy. Serving up the beefies.
They don't make beef for 2. Beef costs 3.
Beef for 3.
Whereas medium, you can get like a Happy Meal for 2.
And I'm going to side action on the Lightbringer there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to main action Frostbite your Butterfly Monk.
Okay. I'll heal 1 off of my Phoenixborn.
Yeah.
But now I know.
Now you know.
Now I know what's possible
I
here.
don't need 2 damage coming in next turn.
Okay. Interesting.
Give him the beef. Don't give him the beef.
Interesting. All right, let's swing your Phoenixborn for 2.
You got me.
Make sure I got that card in hand, so I'm not destroying those spirits. I tell you, I won't allow it. Over to you.
Pass.
Sword of Virtue.
Woo!
Remove this. I was
Very good.
waiting to see if you played a
Very good. Very good.
beefy boy.
Very good. You can do 3?
That was my action.
I'm passing.
All right, swinging it for 3. Yeah.
You got me.
Although, hold on. So if I did swing here, I can clear. You can block. So it won't really. That you'll get the choice. But if I swing here, I can blow them both up. Then I go first next round.
Mm-hmm.
And I can put 5 on you, or I can do 3. I like that better. Do 3.
Yeah. 3 done.
Then I gotta think about this, because I could punch you and just take 2, and you'd be down to 1 unit. And if I roll a frog, I can side action pop that and swing at you for 5. You have 20 health though. It's too
What are you
much.
talking about? What are you?
So I could use it.
Oh, right.
Use it
Use
as
it
a way
as
to
a-
blow
yeah.
this up. Take 2.
Yeah.
Then as I roll my dice, as long as I get a frog, I can literally frog him off the table and then swing with these 2.
Yeah, that's good.
Although he can't be blocked anyway,
It's very good.
so that's interesting.
It's good. Here's Johnny. Bron's asking about the cocktails today. Well, I don't know.
We had 2 products that were kind of like late getting here. Pokemon Booster Box and then the return to Circle and Done for Arkham Horror. And literally in the past 24 hours, those both came in and went out. So the crew that normally is practicing their cocktail skills been busy.
Been busy.
I don't know. How do you feel about the decision?
I feel like you should make it.
I don't like clearing them because you have the guy in hand.
All right, then don't.
But because the other option is if I roll a frog, I can get rid of one and then I can summon a Lightbringer. And you've got to attack.
What's 1 and 6 over 3 dice?
Oh, you know what's even
dice.
better? Oh, no, that doesn't work. I thought it was going to trigger Aftershock on the block. Then I could summon Lightbringer. You have to attack.
The after block.
What card is that?
Hammer Knight. I'm going to go against my aggressive instincts and not do
All
that.
right, great.
So I'll pass.
Coming in. We'll see if it was right.
No, I'm the first player. I am the information.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Wow. All right, let's roll the dice. Let's see what we get.
Let's roll them bones. The most fun moment in Ashes.
No frogs. Good
Glad
choice.
you didn't go with that plan.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's your frog. Yeah. It's not my frog.
If it's frog, it's mine. If it's a basic, it's yours.
I couldn't tell. Maybe it was mine. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Man, look at me. I'm frog rich over here. Meantime, welcome to Variance.
All right.
Even Mother Nature. No one, not even the rain, has such small hands. Terrence Miltner, something about a frog. Does he go courting? Did he ride Grambone? Or are you both too young for Tom and Jerry? I'm not too young for that, Terrence. I pick up what you're putting down. Watched a lot of Tom and Jerry at my grandma's house. Tim isn't saying it directly in the chat, but he definitely thinks you should roll better.
I would love it. Yeah. Interesting. This deck is interesting.
Who built this?
Impossible German.
Who is that?
That's all I know.
Didn't we know this person's name at one point?
Maybe.
Maybe we don't want to
I
identify
think we did.
them. Maybe they don't want to
I
be
think they posted in
identified.
chat as like a real name.
This is why you have a screen name. So Laris156 was my first
You got how much health
instant messenger screen
left? How
name.
much left?
9 minus 20 plus
11?
Yeah. Jason is the creator there. Everything sound good out there? Is it broadcast levels? If you're listening to another YouTube video after this, is it going to be about the same? I don't want to have to turn us up. You know, you get to that YouTube video and it's some brand and you're like, they recorded it way too low. Pump those levels.
This is fascinating.
Jason's here in the chat. Person that built your deck there.
Would you have used adaptability?
Yes.
There's so many choices.
Thank you, Tim.
All right. I declare
The real key to Ashes is blind confidence.
I don't have that.
You see, you're thinking too much, man.
All right, let's meditate.
That's a good start.
Let's go. Oh, frog,
Meteor, huh? You're running that card?
frog.
Oh, and a Sword of Virtue. Oh.
You love to see it.
See, blind confidence.
Let's go. Yep.
Jason says he would not have.
Great.
Says you're facing burn. Although, really, this is a deck of many colors.
And then
We have a proxy war going on between Jason and Josiah in the chat. They both built the decks, and now they're, it's like battle bots. You build the robot, and then you see what they do in the arena.
we're the battle bots.
Yeah, I used to love that show.
It's our generation's monster trucks.
It is, yeah. And I actually had a bot of some kind when I was a child. Some sort of. I think Jonathan and I had like dueling bots.
I will summon a butterfly mon.
Well, that's very peaceful. You have to let it linger. You have to. Okay. Want to play Guilt Link? Main action there.
What does that do?
Oh, nothing much. And then side action to hit that butterfly monk there.
Okay, heal.
Yeah.
It's like that would be a sweet dice power. Okay, mine.
Yeah.
Let's summon a Lightbringer.
Okay.
And then I will frog one of those off the table.
All right. Do you want to do something? Should we do something about that? Surely not. All right, we'll hit that up, and then we'll summon Sleeping Widows in response. Look at how cool that board looks now. From the grave. Spiders everywhere. All right, I've got to attack here. One life on all the things. They're all 2/1s. We're all just getting by. Frostback Bear for 2.
Like here.
You got it. Side action. Let's take a peeky.
Why not?
Done.
Let's swing with a Lightbringer at a Sleeping Widow.
I'll counter.
Your block.
Yeah. Or block or whatever it is.
Okay. Side action. I'm good on the side action.
Good on the side action. Okay.
We're getting locked in. It's a good game.
It's a good game.
It's crazy. Every turn is just drives me crazy.
It drives me bananas. Okay, we'll do 2 at the bear.
Okay, I'll counter.
Yee! And then let's do side action on changing ones here. Draw a card, change a die to the side of my choice. It's going to be up to a froggy. As is customary.
Over to me.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and think about my life.
You got me wrapped up. I always sing that song on Ash's streams. Why is that? There's got to be a card that's making my brain do that.
Don't know.
You playing Linger?
No.
Lightbringer kind of makes Linger. You can't make Linger without Lightbringer. Or the opposite. You can't make Lightbringer without Linger.
It's true.
So that's probably why I'm singing it. Clearly.
The logic is
It's airtight.
bulletproof.
It's vacuum sealed.
All right, let's think about this. It's really interesting. I guess that's fine. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Yeah, that's where the value's at.
Keep touching that exhausted unit.
I'm gonna swing with the Frostback Bear at your Phoenix Point for 2.
For 2.
Widow did swing at Bear. Jason.
I'll take 2.
He's calling me in the morning.
Yeah, and I'll be calling you. I'll be adding one to my guilt link there.
Why?
If you deal damage to a Phoenix Point. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And then I'll pass my set action.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Mist Typhoon as my main. 1 damage to all your stuff and draw a card.
Oh no. I see where this is going.
Side action, guilt link, destroy a unit.
Hold on, I have reaction. We'll just final cry and do 2 damage to your Phoenix Point.
Okay. And then I'll side action the Hammer Knight, yeah.
You have to do a 7? Destroy 7?
Yeah, I do. It's the Ancestor Spirit, of course. And then you do 2 on the final cry there. You're playing Burn. I'm not playing Burn, you're playing Burn.
Oh. Hold on. I countered with my bear on
You did,
your
yes.
thing.
You did, that's right. You can't do the play that I wanted you to do anyway.
So, if I had been exhausted already.
Let's just keep it where it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it better.
Okay.
You could have done the thing that actually worked to my benefit. In some capacity. So I take 2 from the final cry. I already did.
Yeah, you did. You should be at 12. Actually, if we just act like I didn't block or didn't counter,
That works.
you do 2 to me, and then you have an exhausted Sleeping Widow on the board.
Okay. I call it good. Now I can't get my full Ancestor army back. I see what you did there, buddy. I see what you did. Yeah, let's just make the game right. Oh, yeah, by just getting another
It does
unit on the
technically make it
board.
right. It's exhausted too, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's play a Raptor her.
Oh, come on.
All the hits. That Raptor's cute.
How many cards you got in your hand?
3.
My gosh.
The deck just keeps going. And Jason went, that sequence got jacked up. And he said, well, actually, that's really a reasonable solution for both players. Yeah. I was trying to work it backwards to what's the easiest solution here. Found it.
Let's side action that frog onto the Raptor Herder like you always do, of course.
Yeah, gotta get him out of there.
And then we'll play another Frostbite.
Holy smackaroos.
If you're digging through your deck a lot, you can really find those. Nick even said nice fix. That's right. You heard it from the lead designer.
I can create creative solutions to weird problems. It's my specialty. All right, let's get this bear in here.
The bear.
Wait till you see my dread rate thing. Bears and Raptors, man. Let's go.
You got 3. You got beef in there. I know you got a heal. You got the other card that I saw that I forgot. And then you got another card that I saw and forgot.
Man, it sounds powerful.
No, I got the Raptor Herder. I accounted for that. I saw that guy. Can I touch your cards? I saw the final cry? I think I saw the final cry. So I know you got a heal, so that's like whatever. You're playing a burn deck. Somehow you're always playing a stupid burn deck. I don't understand. I could give you a pile of cards that have no burn effects and you'd find a way to play a burn deck.
Like I said, I'm good at creative solutions to weird problems. That's a weird problem.
Ugh. It's gross. So we know we have a heal and we've got two not knowns. Alright, you can't get through the bear yet, but you could have side actions. You don't have any big dice up. I could use 3 dice to play 1 ancestral army. It's not ideal. Let's side action Rimea. Interesting.
Must have got 3 damage on top of that frostbite.
You know, I was just thinking I do. 3 damage indeed. You're gonna have to play some attackers though. We're at a crossroads.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think there's only one way to do it. You have a way to kill my sleeping widow? Can you just tell me?
I can punch it.
That's one way.
It takes an action though. So if you mean kill it and also attack.
Yeah. You've got 3 dice. I've got 3 dice. I'm going first. This looks a lot like a pass for me.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's gonna be a pass for me, dog.
Oh man.
What's up, Benjamin Lyons? How are you? There's a lot of lines here, man.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? Just try to ace that bear, you know? I could try to turtle up and go into a mill strategy, but 3 frostbite says no to that.
Me?
Me.
Hmm.
Not on turtles here. You got 3 dice, man. That could be a big unit, right?
It sure could.
Yeah, you got allies in there? He's got allies. Hammer Knight? You could play a Hammer Knight if you fix your dice.
I sure could. You're reading the tea leaves correctly. But you wanna get that ancestral business going.
It's fine.
So I don't want to get that sleep widow out of here. I just kind of want to, exhaust it somehow.
Yeah. It's my turn.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing. All of this. You just played the bear and I gotta figure it out. Alright, dude. Let's frostbite 1 into the bear. You can heal it if you want. And then I'll pass. I've already did my Rimea side action.
Mm-hmm. And the army costs 3?
Army costs 3 basics. You're not going to see the army. We've got a new army with spiders. Bizcotta, what's up in the chat? Was playing a game of Ashes with my brother. That's a good reason to be late.
That is a solid reason to be late. Oh, don't you know?
Gonna pump that raptor hatching with a massive growth. Call it a day.
We like the stock.
Robert Ballard's here. Said popped in to say hi to everyone. Ashes is such a beautiful game. What's up, Robert? Thanks for the comment. It is the most beautiful game.
There's a lot to consider here, dude.
There's a lot
Lots of ins and outs
there's a
and
lot.
what have you. Okay. I'm going to go with the line that's probably wrong,
No, I'm sure it's right.
but here we are. Odette's going to punch her spider.
Which one?
The one that's not exhausted.
Okay.
She'll take 2.
She take 2 to make it
Then
out.
side action, we're going to play heal. And move this wound.
Okay. I've got information, man. Okay. Then, what's that? Can you read me that Sword of Virtues? Can you hand me that Sword of Virtues?
Yeah, I
You
can
can't
tell
play
you.
it with ceremonials, right?
2 basics.
No.
Yeah. It's the Bugatti.
That's devastating.
Blow something up. Take all wounds and exhaustion off of it or instead.
It's good.
It is a signature card, as they say.
It's good. You probably have one.
This card?
Well, okay, then
That's just like...
let's go to side actions. Rimea, let's take a look at your top 3, please. If I see a Sword of Virtue, I know you're bluffing,
That's true.
because there are 2 in the discard pile.
If you see one, you know I'm cheating.
You do not
There's
see...
4 in the deck.
Ooh, you are playing burn. You're awful. You're an awful person for doing that.
Did
all
you
the
find
time.
my molten gold?
Yes, you're horrible. Why are you doing this constantly? I could throw that to the bottom.
Pay 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yellow.
That definitely is not what I'm going to do.
You've got what, 8 left?
8 left, yeah.
What's your main action?
I don't know. I don't know that I can race you, but maybe I can. 2 Frostbites onto the Phoenixborn. I take 2. You Sword of Virtue. I take 2 more. Yada, yada, yada. And then I go to 16, you Molten Gold, I go to 19, and there we are, out of the game. Right out of there.
Bye, Felicia.
But you don't really pass. I mean, you pass a main action here. I don't know. You may pass it. I don't know. I'm sitting on wolves.
I'm swinging. Step
You're
1.
swinging, yeah. I'm in a tight spot. I'm going to pass. Pass in the main.
Okay.
Seeing what you've got.
We like that.
I don't care.
We like it a lot. Yeah, sure. Swing for 2.
You got me.
I really did want to have to play the heal. Not because I wanted to use my Phoenix form, but because I wanted to switch to a lion to get +1. If you're going to swing twice,
I know.
over to you.
I'm still passing. You take 2 to make it anything.
Big decision.
You got big decision genes here.
Mm-hmm. You're going first.
I'm going first.
I know the line.
Have you used Odette? You have used Odette. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
What up, Monk? He says, hope you're doing well, dude.
Waboom.
Waboom says, what is this game? I'm truly fascinated. Time to blow $300 when main game is available again.
That is correct. Okay, I'm not going to pass then.
All right.
I had Odette all up in my head. I'm going to play this Rose Fire Dancer. And I've used my side action already.
Changes everything.
Yeah. Now I can pass with abandon.
Wow. That genuinely changes everything.
Eyes of the hawk, ears of the wolf, brave star. You ever watch Brave Star?
Mm-mm.
Too young?
Yeah, indeed. Let's think about it.
Entirely thinking, Monk, that the whole set, all of Ashes right now is less than 300. We haven't run the math though.
Okay. I'm going to swing with my hatchling.
All right.
At your Phoenixborn.
I'll take 0.
Okay. Then I'm gonna meditate. And do a goat.
All right. There's a reason you did that, and I need to know Ashes better to know what that reason is.
You don't even have to know Ashes better because you're about to see why I did it. You'll learn very quickly without even thinking about it.
What is it? A target exhausted unit such
This
and
is
such?
next level Ashes right here. I have gone to the mountaintop.
I'm gonna swing at the bear.
You got him.
Okay.
All right, mine.
Yeah.
We'll use this. Get a fire archer back. I take a damage.
Whee!
Play a fire archer, do a damage to your Phoenixborn.
You got it.
What? I'm short a die.
Is it this one?
How'd that even happen? Don't know where that went or what it got used on. Maybe nothing. Your action.
None.
So, you're 15. You took a damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it 16, 19. I'll
Yeah, seems good.
swing here for 1.
Okay. You got it.
I feel like taking that off the board is worth
Yeah, definitely.
a lot.
Most def.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. Also passing.
Let's roll first before I decide to get rid of any of these. And you're first now. Just,
I'm the first player.
I couldn't hit a frog if I was throwing a barn at it. Look at that. Would you look at that? Just look at it.
Frogs love barns.
I had a itty bitty frog on my front door the other day. Just hanging out. Yeah, I'll keep these. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna need some healing in the deck.
We've got a problem.
We need some healing. Maybe there's an answer in here. Let's side action.
Yeah, I haven't rolled the power side the whole game.
Side action Rimea.
I don't know what those odds are. 1 in 6, 30 times.
Okay. Like it. And then let's play. Let's go here. Let's play an Ancestral Army.
Here comes the beef.
And
This is where Meteor would be. Nice.
Meteor shooting like a meteor. We've got those things. We can do this guy. And we can afford this guy. All right, 3 dice in. 3 dice in the pocket. 2 Ancestor Spirits. Draw 2 and put 2 on the bottom. We all know what's happening here. And this to the bottom. No. Keep that. These guys go. Okay.
You've used very few cards.
That's right.
Very few. I don't even know. That's how it feels.
But now 2 Molten Golds.
It's very hard that you have those wolves.
I just keep turning your frogs down. I mean,
I can eventually
you
get
keep
there.
ditching. You just play them if you got them.
But I gotta not die in the meantime.
Don't die.
Just don't die.
Just don't die.
That's the
Just
challenge here.
don't die.
All right. I will summon a bear.
Bear.
He has the beef. And then side action, let's meditate. We're gonna go goat,
Ooh,
frog.
gotta heal.
Didn't want you to see that guy. Frog. Over to you.
Another meteor, huh?
Meteor sure would be nice here. Clear the board.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Okay, let's do the following. Let's do side action goat, turn down frog and goat.
You mean wolf?
Yeah, the goat wolf.
Nailed it.
And then frostbite the fire archer.
You'll go wolf play.
The old goat wolf, man. It's an absolute classic.
Okay. Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's meditate. Back into
Root
okay,
armor.
Didn't want you to see that either. Meditate into another frog. And then let's play a Hammer Knight.
Hammer Knight.
We have the beef.
You wouldn't counter. You got a lot of life.
I feel like I'm watching Chronicles of Narnia here. All these creatures fighting.
Let's side action into Changing Winds here.
Mm-hmm. Don't remember what that does. It looks nice.
Change a die to the side of my choice. I'm going to go to Frogland. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to do 1 to your Phoenix Born with Frostbite.
All right. He's poking. Just don't lose. Just don't lose. Just don't lose. Did Rimea block this turn?
Mm-mm. But she'd love to.
So intense. I feel like it's close.
It is close. We're weaving, bobbing, ducking. Rabbit season, duck season, fire.
I have two main lines, I think. Just mathin'.
Mathin' and mathin'.
One frostbite left, eh?
1 frostbite. The coldest of frostbites. Chill.
What's your battlefield?
4.
You're full up.
AKA full.
Yeah.
Yep, topped off.
All right. Let's summon a Lightbringer.
All right.
And then no side action.
Okay.
Jason, I'll talk about my other consideration after the fact.
Okay. All right. So that happens. And then that happens. And then that happens. And the question is, do I have the goods? Well, it's awful close. You've got to kill something, basically. So if you do, then do you have a way to destroy before that matters? You block with her if you want, of course.
It's a good game.
Or you could counter. You could always counter, you know. I can always eat. Let's go. I might have to side action first and then do some nonsense. Look at the top three, you know.
That kind of stuff.
I think I'm gonna do an old-fashioned meditate. Let's do an old-fashioned meditate. 1. Into a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's swing at your raptor hatchling to satisfy the troll toll.
The Lightbringer gods.
Yeah.
All right, let me think about this. Wow. I may have just solved the puzzle. If you don't have something fancy.
I
Which-
rarely do.
You might. Block with Odette.
Okay.
14. And there's 2 froggies showing. It's terrifying.
That's right.
All right. Mine.
Mm.
This could be a total mistake.
Just depends on these blank cards on my hand.
All right. I'm going to frog here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing with these 4 at your Phoenix Form.
Okay.
He gets +2.
Yeah.
Have we hit the mid game yet?
Yep.
We're in the mid game. It's official. Okay, so let's go here. Let's think harder about our lives. I can't let that 3 come through. That's not okay. We know we're not doing that one. So next step is, what are we blocking? Or are we blocking? A great question, you know, the grand scheme of things. We assume you got the Sword of Death. A fair assumption, I would say. Okay, I'm going to react with the old Shadow Guard.
That's what I didn't want you to have.
And then I'm going to go the following. let's make sure we got that. Let's go here. He can't be blocked by this guy, though. Is that right?
You can't be blocked by this guy.
Attack value? Okay. So 3 there. And then, is this when it's declared? Yeah, declared 3 more. That's really not going to matter. A 1, 2, 2, 1. It's fine. I'll go 2 here.
Okay. I get a resolve.
Yeah.
I'll swing for 3 here.
Wait, does that all happen at the thing?
Yeah, he can basically destroy this and then do 1 to something. Which is what I was... If you didn't have him, it's really bad.
So we could do it to like something that's already blocking?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hold on then.
Yeah, so you need to rethink
Hold
your
on
life.
a second.
So if you... The play I was trying to set up was if this isn't here, then you have to do this. Because he's the only one... He can't block here. So you have to block here. And let's say you do that. Then I can destroy that, remove that.
All right, so we'll do this differently.
Nope. Zooming way back.
Figures in the fog. That guy gets exhausted. That's way worse.
Okay, yeah. It's exhaust here.
And then it'll be the same kind of thing. So then we'll do this guy here and this guy here.
That's way better for you.
Yeah, and then I'll take 1 from your little peacock.
So I'll do 2 here.
Yeah.
You'll clear this.
Backy whack.
Then I'll do 2 here.
Yeah.
You'll clear this.
That he's not dead. It just says 2 to the bear.
Oh, so he's still around.
You still got the bear. 1 on here, 1 on Goat Link.
Yeah, I was queuing up that Hammer Knight. Fandango. All right. And the thing is, I also risked losing my Molten Gold after that.
How?
To ping you. The Molten Gold's 2 frogs.
Oh, no, you did.
Yeah.
That does change everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. But instead, through the power of taking back my response,
Your entire turn.
I'm going to Frostbite Phoenixborn
For 1.
for 1.
Okay. Mine.
Yeah.
I will Reclaim Soul. Sacrifice here. Heal 2 for my Phoenixborn.
Okay.
Just in case you're being cheeky and you got that
Oh, I
Molten Gold.
I am being cheeky. And next up. Okay. Well, doesn't that change everything? Huh. All right, let's side action here for the bear. And then let's Goat Link Hammer Knight.
Doesn't that cost that action?
Oh, yeah, it does. So I'll wait.
Are you still good with this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then main action. Yeah, I was like, gotta read the cards. Yeah, I'll pass the main.
Okay. Let's solve that problem.
Munkin?
Butterfly mode.
Alright, I'm just gonna frog that.
Okay. Gain a life.
And pass the main again.
So we're just gonna have to sacrifice something. Son of a gun.
Even a Grave Knight. No one even the rain. Oh, you don't have Grave Knight. Well, you can't play it at least.
Well, we'll do what must be done. I think this gets me there. I'm gonna punch the spider and take 2. Taking all sorts of risk.
Just risk in different area codes, huh? All right, we'll go ahead and do this.
You have to sacrifice something.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I blew you up for no good reason.
It's not as good as I want it to be ever.
The turn you used earlier was killer.
Yeah, it was good. That is correct. Okay, so then what? You sword that thing, and then I gotta play the Shadow Guard, and then we're kind of similar. Okay, so I'll play the Shadow Guard out direct.
Interesting. How does this go very poorly for me? At 14.
Not at all.
So, like, I don't think it's even worth playing the card.
Yeah, probably not.
Because if you swing it, well, you can do that now. So you'd swing, do 3, and then blow me up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Found it.
Yeah, we'll just sort of virtue that off the table.
Okay. That is very good. You can do that to me too?
You can blow something up or remove all damage and exhaustion from something.
It's the best card in all of Ashes. My gosh. Okay, that's it. That's me.
All right.
I'm going to take 3 to the teeth here.
Either round?
Yeah. If you don't roll 2 frogs off the bat, at least give me a turn or something. Well, you meditate too, and then you... So
Yeah,
I've got
swing.
2 actions, basically?
You get 1 action. Because I'll swing for 3 and go to frogs.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you get a wolf, then you can meditate me.
That's right, that's right. Let me get rid of some cards here.
The most important piece here is the lion,
Get rid of 2.
which I got. Finally.
What's that lion up to?
Well, I can make my hammer out at 4. So then you have to have a reaction to it immediately. Or you're in problem town.
Trying to discard all my cards. But I'm in the business of having... I probably should have Remea'd myself, I guess. If you're really good at this game, that's probably what you'd do. Okay. Alright.
Alright, let's think about this. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Funny motto. Alright, 2 Shadow Guards out. Maybe you got the 3rd one, maybe you don't.
That Figures in the Fog would be a real shame. Just things to keep your mind on that you've seen in your pursuit of perfection.
So I think the safest play, because the wolf makes me go down 2.
Yeah. 2 sides.
I think the safest play is to turn all of those to frogs. Swing the hammer knight. If you exhaust me, it is what it is. But I could also just take a shot.
It's a complicated wolf, that's right. I'm such a fool for you.
You also have the Sleeping Widow thing.
I'm not gonna do much without any units on the board, but
Okay, I think this is the safest play.
All right, safe on.
Yeah. Let's meditate into a frog. Meditate twice more into frogs.
2 frogs.
Yeah.
You got a deck here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's play Molten Gold, hit you for 3.
Right. Man's got 2. Never been more sure of anything in my life.
Sure do look like it. I feel like me attacking is the way it goes the worst there.
Yep, probably.
Just because you,
Probably.
so many things can go wrong.
Okay. So if you do that, I think I've got to do that.
Jason saying, man, these last few turns have been a dance.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you got 2 molten golds, that's it. I don't think there's any, unless I can do, what, 4 damage?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be an exciting thing. Pull out 4 damage from nowhere.
I figured it's such a crimp on actions and side actions, still having the Hammer Knight available to block.
Yeah. Yeah. So really, those frogs don't even matter. I mean, if I side action them down, you side action them up and cast it, so it's not even a thing.
Yeah.
You've got me wrapped around your finger. Any heal spells in here? I sure don't think there are, I'll be honest with you.
They're in this deck and they're awesome.
Yeah. For this exact moment, they are.
Yeah.
For this exact moment. Okay, let's go side action changing winds. Draw a card, change a die to a side of my choice. It's hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, and then so funny. I'll play a Frostbank.
All right.
You got the gold?
I got the gold.
Yeah, I drew the second molten gold on mine too.
Oh, man. There it is.
That's hilarious.
Well,
Yeah, well in. That was good. I was on the back foot pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, but it was still really close. I felt like I could make a mistake at any point and lose.
Yeah.
There are a few moments I almost did.
Yeah, I think there was some not realizing how Guilt Link worked was a problem there at the end.
Me,
Shouldn't have used it on the bear. I had better things to do with that die.
I feel like me really taking the time to try to figure out how to get around it was in, like, once I realized I almost just let you sacrifice for the things. I was like, oh, I can just take your spider off.
Mm-hmm.
I take my 2, but I save my Hammer Knight.
Yeah. I sent a molten gold that whole time too. So you were one away like twice.
Well,
I was
you
like,
you had me at 3 health left, but I've been holding since literally turn 1 or turn 2 that sacrifice 1 of mine to heal 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the turn
That's the one that I saw actually. It wasn't Final Cry. It was that one.
The
Yeah, I
turn that
should've
you
known
cleared Hammer Knight plus 2 other units.
Mhm.
I was planning on playing it that turn. But then you were able to clear all 3 units at the same time. So not only did it get rid of Hammer Knight,
That was
but
Bugatti.
it stopped that turn from happening.
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about Guild Link not being as good as you want. And I was like, but when it worked, it was
awesome.
bonks.
It is good. It's particularly, you see how it's really good in this deck because a lot of times you need to clear slots because your battlefield's 4. So this is earning a slot for sure.
I totally understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
The
sense.
second round through Rimea, found the 3rd Frostbite. I probably
Just start churning and burning.
I probably just try to wall up as much as possible, frostbite you, look for those molten golds,
Yeah.
and try to get there before you do. This is why this deck is so awesome.
Yeah.
You feel like you can mid-range into anything.
You just have
Yeah, that's super good.
total
man.
flexibility.
You wrecked it. Also, I had nothing for your Lion Pump Hammer Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the things I was picturing that could go wrong there are
some things.
if you have the Shadow Guard thing.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I swing because I wouldn't have played Molten Gold yet, and it's
Yeah.
like then you can Shadow Guard and not even use Shadow Guard to block.
Oh, right, because you haven't played the Molten Gold
then you have a
yet.
unit open, and it's like, well, that could go wrong in a lot of ways. Or
Something like a +1. Or,
yeah, if I swing and then you just exhaust it with that card you played earlier.
Yeah.
Now I'm exhausted, and you still have 4 health left.
Yeah.
So then like I have to hit for 3 and then hit for 3. So it gives you 2 turns basically.
Yeah. And I was on essentially Frostbite Molten Gold. I was
Yeah.
just waiting, trying to find
Yeah.
it. But you did the right thing. Like, you kept churning out threats, so I had to keep using frogs.
Yeah.
I had to keep using Frostbites onto the board. It's
That's
crazy.
I do feel like I was a few things of note for me because it's the same hero and a lot of the same cards that I've been using. It's just the Lightbringer that's very powerful. Like forcing
Yeah.
your opponent to attack gives you a lot of lines that are really weird, especially with Odette's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I can keep your board at a certain pace, and it's like side action frog play Lightbringer, it puts you in weird situations if you don't have very particular tools.
What was that deck that I was playing Lightbringer in? Remember that? That goofy one?
What was that deck?
It wasn't the Rhino, I don't think. It may have been. I think it was the Celestial. Is that a Celestial? Yeah, that's a Celestial. I think it was
Is that
that
your
weird
Knight
Celestial
deck?
Knight deck that I
Yeah.
had, yeah.
And Butterfly Monk's also
It feels
fantastic.
strong, yeah. It will save your life. You have 3 life thing?
3 life, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a unit guard. Like, that's so powerful. And Frostlight Bear is just fine.
Yeah.
That's a great 2-cost unit.
I mean, 3 life is the right amount of life
yeah,
in
absolutely.
this game.
And like that turn, I went and got Fire Archer, too. There was a line where I thought I was going to get you that turn. But then you did something notable there. I forgot what it even was. Maybe that was trying to clear my board.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was being sneaky, and I was going to get you.
Woo!
That was good.
All right, everybody. Ashes is great.
That's right.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. If you want to play the game, actually, right now, I guess it's kind of hard. The core set's not in stock currently.
Yeah, but they do have the individual packs of dice you can get, and you can buy any deck that you were interested in playing. So, core set does have a lot of relevant cards, but
Do you think that'd be coming in with the expansions? If they've got a
Is it
restock,
reprint?
surely they're gonna reprint it, right?
I mean, I would be very surprised.
Guess we should type up an email.
Weren't going to reprint it. That said, it is Wednesday night. This is the one night of the quarter where there's not league night tonight, technically, because I think we've completed all 12 weeks. So we already charged for the next league, but if you're unaware, Wednesday nights people hang out on our Discord channel, play via webcam. Everyone's welcome. There's usually a lot of people hanging out that aren't even in the league because they can't make it consistently. Super friendly people. I played against opponents that are using the pre-con straight out of the package,
Yeah.
all the way to Nick Conley, the designer, just dunking on me. So it's a full range, but everyone's super helpful. I helped a handful of people with technical stuff that they were trying to solve early on in the league. Definitely recommend joining that Discord channel and getting some games via webcam if that's of interest to you.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Galactus and reprints are expected.
All right, yeah, reprints are
Heard it
expected,
here
so we don't
first
know
from
when,
the
but
Devourer of the Universe.
they'll be here. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's a pleasure. Take care. Have a good night. And I got to click the right button. So now we're in the awkward phase of this. Take care.